human rights activist and presidential candidate of the African Action Congress (AAC), Omoyele Sowore, has warned President Bola Tinubu to tread with caution and not to provoke Nigerians with his anti-people policies. Sowore said the hardship and sufferings Nigerians are going through as a result of the sudden fuel subsidy removal might force the people into civil unrest. Now, Sowore, it's like you guys have to have a rethink. Oh. You must have a rethink. I don't understand though, because I don't know the way you are looking at it from, or where you are looking at it from. People you think that they are suffering, most of them, some people are feeling it and they are saying, oh, this is not how it ought to be. But majority of the people have been suffering. Their forefathers, their great-grandfathers, their fathers suffered. They are still suffering. They don't see it as anything. They are seeing it as a hereditary, I don't even know, is that it is hereditary. That it is just a normal thing. That is how God has created the country. That is how their fate or their destiny has put them. Some of them don't see it like that. It's a normal thing. If they come out fine, if they don't come out fine. It is not everybody. Let me just put it that way. It is not everybody that is even, they know that, not that they are not feeling it, but they just believe that that is how God has destined it to be. That is the God's way, God's plan for them. That is just the way I see it. Because even the woto where they chop under Buhari, if they say anything called APC, not to talk of, they should not even look at the person who is contesting that APC, forget it. And the person told them that he's going to continue for where Buhari stops. And they still say it's okay. And you think these people one day that they will come back. I used to think in that direction that one day will come, that by the time the suffering we get to a stage that everybody we learn sense. But unfortunately, that is not how it is. The miserable ones who are suffering, they are the ones out there defending them. Sowore said the hardship and suffering Nigerians are going through, yes, that people will be forced to act. The activists disclosed this while addressing members of the AAC party during a Salah get-together in Abuja. He said the situation in the country was such that Tinubu would move from mistake to mistake until people would join hands and rise for a revolutionary Nigeria. He said Nigerians did not deserve to suffer in the midst of plenty, adding that they had accepted that their job was to liberate the country from the shackles of corrupt leaders. This Tinubu government will make it easy to let revolution happen in Nigeria. And you'll be surprised. It is like a blessing in disguise for revolutionary Nigeria. It would be moving from mistake to mistake to the point that people will have no choice than to join hands and push all of them out. They think people are stupid. People are just watching. One day you will push them to have the wall, push them to the wall, and they will push back because there is suffering in the country right now. Sowore, who described palliatives as unnecessary, said that the only palliatives the government could give to Nigerians was the opportunity to grow the economy. He added that each time the subsidy was removed, the country's economy entered into recession, owing to the fact that 80% of Nigeria's economic system was being undertaken by informal sector. The moment there is dislocation that destroys our abilities to run small businesses, then millions of people lose their jobs. The activists, while raising the alarm over the type of fuel being imported into the country since the removal of fuel subsidy, said the marketers were now fraudulently importing substandard fuel into the country, which burned faster than the normal. Can you imagine? Who is checking that? Some of them are now saying that, oh, subsidy is good, but maybe the manner at which it was being managed was the problem. Everybody would just jump into the bandwagon. The same time, the same thing that was done when Goodluck Jonathan wanted to remove it, they just came with all this propagandists. They just came, started telling people, don't agree, it will ruin you, this and that. And the same Goodluck Jonathan is laughing kwa, 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 nya, 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 with them. The same people who fought against that. Now, instead of them to go against the fraudulent act of that subsidy, they were saying remove it. Now they have removed it now. People are saying, oh, it's not as if it's not good, but maybe the corruption in the subsidy is where the problem is. Now see what is happening. These guys have come in another way. They are importing bad product. Who is checking that bad product and it's going faster? It's just like devil will take one thing from you. He will give you one thing and take 10 things away from you. Yes, the only thing the removal has brought is hardship and suffering for our people. The AAC presidential candidate said the Tinubu's government was not interested in Nigerian people but the foreigners who came to cash out on the short-term basis. Since Tinubu come to the office, how many times have you seen Nigerians meeting him? He is always oil company executives which from abroad as if Nigeria is not for Nigerians, Showore added. He said Tinubu government had perfected a plan to bring in a tax consultant that would further force Nigerians to pay more tax. According to him, the consultant they are bringing will be collecting the tax on behalf of federal government, and they are going to be collecting 10% from the taxes they collect on behalf of the federal government. They would be the richest people in the world. By the time Tinubu has done 4 years, our position is unambiguous and unapologetic. This is not our government. We have accepted that our job is to liberate this country, not to go and work for somebody and lose our focus. You see, our focus and direction. What exactly what he did in Lagos, somebody will be collecting the taxes. In fact, the reason why things are going by, because see, people are always join the bandwagon and begin to talk what is not. Nigeria should learn from what Tinubu has done in Lagos State with his Agbero settings and multiple taxation and levies. He has nothing for Nigerians. I ask, where till you they gave for Lagos? You be son of the soil. Where till you they gave? The non-indigenous are not getting anything, but they are working. They are working so hard to put food on their table, and they are collecting money from them. What can you say that you are gaining, that the government is providing for you? Enemies of progress should pray for Nigeria to move forward. How can you pray for a government that's sitting on a stolen mandate? God won't answer such prayer. Bigotry and hypocrisy will not allow some of you to think well. His government is moving in that direction already. Nigeria has moved from a mistake to error. What we need to pray for our president, not looking for his mistake. If we don't give Nigeria to an Hausa man, come 5 to 8 years, Nigeria will change, and I am sure by the grace of God, Nigeria is going the right way. Omoyele Sowore is very smart, scammer that always like to be relevant with his business comments and propaganda. This is a guy that has absolutely nothing to offer in our country, Nigeria, than noise making. Yes, some gullible people will still be listening to this good for nothing idiots. You call him idiot too. After you go say na obedience, you call people idiots. Now you are suffering. You are calling this reality is set before you. You are calling him an idiot. Are you normal? I don't have president, and that is fine. Tinubu Bola is not my president. Whichever way. So guys, let's say your opinion and have your take on this.